I'll be with you till the end. Where I go, they follow. Won't ever let anybody get in my way. Lonely is the road to the city from the hollers we come from. Make them say my name. White trash motherfucker. Yeah. White trash motherfucker. Yeah. Make them say my name.
Yeah, I live my whole life in a single wide. Eating free pheasant just to get by. We was lucky if we got a sandwich with some french fries. Always seen things that we couldn't buy. So I made it my mission to be somebody. I really do this. They ain't really be about it. Stay true to myself. You can come see about me. White trash motherfucker, yeah. You can never doubt me. We help a fellow man when they need it. We all bleed the same when we bleeding. Lost a lot of family from the feeding, but I'm just sitting at the table and I'm eating. Now I get paid off of slum raps. All they said that I couldn't do,
I'll be with you till the end. Where I go, they follow. Won't ever let anybody get in my way. Lonely is the road to the city from the hollers we come from. Make them say my name. White trash motherfucker. Yeah. White trash motherfucker.
Big double on here.
Yeah. Make them say my name.
Columbus is the city that I'm from. We got hate, we got love, we got pain, we got drugs in the pens. They be stabbing in the streets, they got guns. We can't get away from habits. It's a habit where I'm from. People acting like they haven't, or they acting like they haven't had enough. I didn't have the time, cause half the time I had to bluff. I can't let them in, I'm just gonna sin, that's what I've done. But I can't lose again, I need a win, I need a dub. I done put my blood, sweat and tears into this. Excuse me while I reminisce, thinking as the man I am now about the kid that I was when I was in the mix. Came a long way while I was in some shit.
I'll be with you till the end. Where I go, they follow. Won't ever let anybody get in my way. Lonely is the road to the city from the hollers we come from. Make them say my name. White trash motherfucker. Yeah. White trash motherfucker. Yeah. Make them say my name.
So I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter what skin color you got. It doesn't matter where you're from. When they tell you you can't do it, you can. White trash motherfucker.
What's happening, you high country mother truckers? What's going on? Y'all having a, what is it, Thursday? Dang, this week kind of flew by. Hopefully y'all have a good Thursday. I know here in lovely Ohio, the weather ain't been all that great. But spring's, I think I don't know if we're into spring yet or we're close to it, but summer's right around the corner. I can't wait. I'm ready for a vacation. Sand between my toes, ready for a good time. Ready to get out of Ohio for a little bit. But let's get on track. Let's get things rolling. We got a special guest tonight. And if y'all didn't know, you will know. You're gonna know. You're about to know. We got the Hicks. Now, they made a little post earlier talking about how excited they were to be on the show. How they, kind of turned down some other offers about being on a podcast just because they're trying to avoid the drama. But we all know over here, no drama. We get to meet artists. We get to sit back, kick back, relax, and let the artists speak to us instead of us trying to go out and find the artist and try to learn about them on our own. So, without further ado, I want y'all to give the Hicks a high country welcome. Let's get it. Yo. No, technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Let's find out what's going on. Let's see what's going on. There they are. All right. So let's run it back one more time. Y'all, give the Hicks a high country welcome, man. Let's get it. Hey.
What's going on, guys?
What's up? You hear us good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Technical difficulties.
Yeah. Hey, that shit happens with all these damn electronics, man.
Man, we live out in the boonies anyways, the way it is. So our internet connection out here, it is rough.
Yeah, the sticks and the Hicks. The Hicks and the sticks,
That's
huh?
right. That's right. That's us.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You guys want to introduce yourselves to the page?
Yes, sir. First off, Doobie, thank you for having us on High Country Music and Media. Thank you for everybody that's popping in here to welcome us. We appreciate y'all. Our name, we go by the Hicks. We've been in the music industry now for 3 years. Just building in the country rap lane. We live out here in Missouri. We're a country rap duo. We have 4 kids, and we both still work our 9 to 5s and grind with our music on the weekends. So,
man, shout out to you guys. I got 4 kids too, and I don't. Ooh, man, trying to do what y'all do.
It's busy, man. You already know it's busy.
Yeah. So I mean, I got toddlers all the way up to preteen.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah,
yes, we have 2 10-year-olds, 2 10-year-olds, and 9-year-old and a 6-year-old. So
I got, you got me on the spot. 2 6, no 2 7 7 and 11.
Oh man, yeah, you're right there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You still have one in the baby stage though, man. That's the best stage right there.
Man, that little dude, he's growing up so quick and picking up things so fast, and I just want to put a block on his head and make him slow down.
That's exactly what I said.
Yep.
Like, I'm just gonna put a block on your head, and you're not allowed to grow anymore.
Yeah, they grow up way too quick.
They really do.
Man, shout out to the chat one time for the one time, to
Absolutely.
The moderators.
Jay Bay, thank you for popping in here, brother. Jay Bay, that's one of our people here in Missouri. He's another up and coming country rap artist from Missouri. So he's been going on the tours with us and Keith Cash.
Oh, hell yeah! So you might want to hit up High Country then.
Yep, absolutely.
Get him on here.
Believe me, he's country.
Yeah, he's country.
So what's it like touring with? What's it like touring in general? I guess let's start there.
First word I can think of, honestly, that pops into my head is busy.
Mine was hectic.
But you know what, bro? It is a blast. Mm-hmm. It is the best thing in the world is the places that you get to see and the people we get to meet. Getting to know that we are so similar to everybody else we meet in the world. Everybody thinks that we're all so different, And in reality, we're so more alike than we are different, and we all want to argue that fact, but that's the truth.
I mean, I can totally agree on that, because just starting this out, you know, before I got into the podcasting and the interviews, I thought it'd be like damn near impossible to, you know, meet people that's on the mainstream line and get a chance to talk to them. But, you know, at the end of the day, you guys are just people just like we are. So
absolutely. Dude, we ain't no better or no different than anyone else, man. We still work, you know, try to pay our bills and take care of our family just like everybody else, man. And that's the whole thing in life, is taking care of yours, you know. And that's what we're all here trying to do.
Absolutely. So my next question is, what's it like hanging out with Keith Cash?
That's our brother.
Yeah, Keith Cash, that's our brother, man. We've known Keith now for a little over a year and a half, almost 2 years probably. And actually, Eddie E.R. Robinson introduced us. So we were already working with Eddie, and Keith. We met Keith through Eddie before Keith even dropped his first song. We were already hanging out, doing some things and talking about music and all that.
Went to a show.
Yeah, we actually went to a show, Rich Regal's show in Ohio, with him before he ever dropped his first song, and everybody got to meet Keith before overnight dropped. So
it was actually on our way home.
Yep.
That next night.
Yeah.
That next day.
He dropped that song when we left Ohio. Like, he dropped it in Ohio that morning, and we left.
In the car.
Yep. But
so
Keith Cash,
man,
overall, him and Ronnie both, they're very inspiring people. Let's say that. They're a little older than we are. They've been through a little bit more in life than we have. So just being around them and seeing the way that they move and they operate through life, and they understand life in a different way than us. Like I said, inspiring, very inspiring people.
Have definitely helped us see some things differently that have opened our eyes that we needed to see, you know, and
absolutely
changed the way we live a little bit because of them.
Yes, absolutely. So overall, they're great people, man. Great people, family.
Definitely sounds like Keith and Rich kind of have the same type of personalities, I guess, as when they come to the mentality. I guess, not
they
personalities,
but very hard nosed and move forward and let's make this happen type of people. You know. So if you're working, you already know, if you're working with people like that, man, you got to be on the same level or try to be right there with them, you know, step for step, trying to learn from them and becoming better. So that's what Keith and Ronnie have done for us. You know, it's not just Keith, it's actually his wife too, man. She's a big part in what happens with him and his music.
Couldn't agree more.
It takes a team. It really does.
Absolutely, Bo. Absolutely. That's how actually kind of how we started. We started off. So the first couple shows we done together, the first 6 months, probably. We were called Hicks and Shelby Dawn. Mm-hmm. And Eddie E.R. Robinson, he told us, he goes, man, you guys need to change your name to The Hicks, you know, because that's my last name. Well, that's our last name, you know. And so that's what we did the first 6 months of being into music, is we changed our name to The Hicks.
Yeah, my name didn't start out as Doobie Doo. Yeah, it didn't. It started out as Doobie.
Yep. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a family name. Like, everybody in my family calls me that. But I have some nieces that, when they're, you know, playing around with me or whatnot, you know, it's Doobie Doo. So I was like,
that's awesome.
I'll stick with that.
That nickname was given to you. You know what I mean? Right there. That's something that you'd always remember anyways.
Yeah.
Doobie Doo. That's a cool story, man. Yeah. For real. Thank you for sharing that.
What's even cooler is both of our favorite cartoon
is Scooby-Doo. Yeah.
Raggy?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the
Yeah.
best right there. Best. Even my our 6-year-old, he'll climb
Both
up in bed
boys.
with us and he'll watch Scooby Doo with us, and he'll get up and leave, and then we'll find ourselves like 3 or 4 more episodes into the same to that show, you know.
Yeah. Coco Melon. My son was into Coco Melon there for a while, and
Yep.
I hated it, but I always found myself just kicking back and all right.
Ellen.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah. Mhm.
That
My son looked like him too when he was around, a year.
that's funny. That Boss Baby and Paw Patrol. We've had to watch all those
Just having to rewatch the same exact thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Even if you're not watching it and you can hear it in the background, you're like, okay, I know what next part's coming.
Yep.
He got into Doggy Land there for a little bit too. Snoop Dogg's little kids cartoon.
Yep. Yeah. Snoop Dogg. Yep.
Yep.
That guy is he's not just a musician, man. He's like a label himself. You know what I mean? Just who he is and what he's done in this life. He's done everything.
Yeah, he has, and he's not stopping either. If he can get his hands on it, and he can make some money and help some people at the same time, he's going to get his hands on it.
Yep. Yeah, he's a legend. That's for sure. Snoop Dogg's a legend.
Yeah, shout out to the OG Snoop, D-O-double-G. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the OZ for blowing it up.
Absolutely. Misty, thank you.
So we can see it.
I don't know
Misty Lambert, she's good people, man. She was out there at the farm this last weekend with all of us, man, and she was one of the women that took care of all of us. So shout out to Misty.
Man, she's been plugging you guys, all of you guys in like crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely shout out to her.
This is good people. Let's see. What I loved about this last weekend, man, there was everybody that was there, dude. It was such a good time. There was no trouble. There was no bullshit. There was just getting to know each other and trying to figure each other out on getting to know each other on different levels. Can we, we were all getting to know each other. Can we work together in the future? Can we, you know what I mean? We just want to, that's how we are as people anyways. And as artists, we don't just build music with anybody, or we don't do features with just any artist. We want to get to know that person and see what they're about. And is that feature going to be like, is it going to be positive or negative in the future? You know what I mean? So we just want to get to know people before we make music with them. And it's not against anybody, because everybody's got dope ass music. Any artist that I listen to, period, they've got great lyrics, or they've got good stories in what they're saying, especially what I'm hearing nowadays and everybody we're around. It's just, let's get to know each other on a different level. You know what I mean? That's how we see it.
Yeah, like really got to find out how people are as a person and how they carry themselves, because it's not always about the business that you're doing. It's about how you conduct that business. And if you're not conducting it in a manner that is going to, show positivity, like you're talking about, then can't work with you.
Yep, absolutely, Bo.
And I feel the same way when it comes to this. Like, if somebody like wants to try to use this as a platform to come on here and trash talk somebody, or no.
Man, most of the artists I've met nowadays, like, they're not all the ones coming up. Let's say that, because I haven't met all the big dogs. The only big dog I've really ran with is Keith, and we've met some great artists like Hitman. He's great people. Rich Regal, he's helped us out. Rich Regal is actually, I don't know if he remembers this, but my wife, she remembers it. She's standing right next to me. 2 years ago in Oklahoma, we opened up for Lil White, Justin Time, and Rich Regal, and we all went to Tulsa. And I was trying to figure out like the business aspect of it, like the LLC and how to get all our business the right way. And he was the first big artist that took the time to help me to understand like my LLC and what I had to do to move
which
forward.
direction to go.
You know, that's some really good information
So
because
Rich Regal was.
because I'm right there at that point where I need to decide whether or not I'm going to, you know, actually turn this into a full business and keep going full steam with it, or
Yep.
yeah.
My best advice is to find somebody that knows accounting and just talk with them. Just so they can throw you some ideas and some hints, because there's things that you can write off, man, with travel and food, and there's other costs that you can figure out, and I'm still trying to figure out the same things. And so that's my best idea is if you know somebody that can figure out like accounting or know accounting real well, talk with them, or somebody that's done it for years now, you know, like Rich Regal or someone like that, you know, because Rich is good people, man. He's willing to help anybody out that he knows is willing to learn. And I think a lot of them bigger guys are, you know, if you're ready to work and you're ready to understand it, they're going to teach you. They just don't want to waste their time, you know?
Right. I totally understand. I wouldn't want to waste my time on somebody that's, you know, I'm going to put all this effort into and give them all this knowledge, and then they just turn around and just drop the ball and go somewhere else, or, you know, it's just something. It was just, you know, that ADD or whatever kicking in, because I got a habit of starting projects like, you know, tattooing or playing the guitar or gaming. Like I get into something for a little bit and then I just get bored of it. But no, this is definitely, I think, a career path.
This is something that's awesome for you doing, man, because it's especially starting out. Like that's my favorite. It's my favorite time to help people and actually, you know, just get to know people is when we're all starting out. I told my wife this 3 years ago when we started. I said, we need to find people that are starting out and doing the same thing we are, because at the end of the day, in 10 years, we're going to be the ones that are still here doing it. And we done helped each other move to that point. You know, a lot of them big dogs that have been in the game 20, 30 years, there's very few of them that are still there. But the ones that are still there with them, like for instance, take Lil White and Jelly Roll. You know what I mean? Look what Jelly Roll done. He blew up. Lil White helped Jelly Roll back in the day. You know what I mean? Struggle. You know, all those guys helped each other back in the day. Like it was all a process. And to me, I break this down and tell my wife this all the time. If you stop and think about the process that made even Jelly Roll big, it's kind of crazy, because you stop and you look at NWA and Dr. Dre. He was making beats for those guys and rapping back in the day. Then he signs Eminem. You know what I mean? And after years later, he signs Eminem, helps Eminem get bigger, a bigger platform, stuff like that. Then Eminem signs Yellow Wolf. Yellow Wolf gets a bigger platform. Yellow Wolf helps Struggle Jennings while Struggle Jennings is in prison kick out an album. You know what I mean? It's just a chain of events of great artists that have helped each other down. You know what I mean? That have passed the knowledge down and helped each other. So it's a cool ass fucking thing. And if you can build for years and years and years and years together, man, you can do some great things with some great people.
Yes.
The way it got explained to me is you know, you're not building somebody else's fire. You're just lighting somebody else's torch. And
absolutely.
you got to find other people that are willing to do the same thing and not just hold their fire.
Yep, absolutely.
I like that a lot.
I just seen a post before I jumped on here. I was scrolling through reels and stuff, and I seen a post that said something about it's not about how much money you make in the world. It's about how much you can give back to the world. And like at that point, it, like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. It reminds you that, you know, damn, this is what's really important in this life, is like giving back to each other and trying to learn from each other and trying to understand each other on a bigger platform. You know what I mean?
My favorite term I always say is it takes a village.
Yep, it does.
You know, they always say it takes a village to raise a kid, but it takes a village for all of us, no matter what. You know, we all need each other.
Yep.
Yeah, we do.
We all have a platform of people behind us telling us to keep pushing forward. You know, even just like you said, man, you have ADHD and you pick something up and, you know, figure it out and then you get bored of it. I'm kind of the same way with stuff like that. I didn't know if music was something I was going to pick up and continue on with. And I thought about quitting a million times, man. But then I'd look at the people that would message us and the fans that turn to friends and the friends that turn to family. And it's just like how much we all relate. And it's like, that's what it's all about right there. So that's what keeps us going with the music.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear, man. For real. I hope that, you know, one day I can hopefully experience the same thing.
Hey, I still
That'd be
struggle.
cool.
I still struggle daily, man. Daily. I think we all do in life. I think we all struggle daily, man. It's just trying to figure out what works for all of us, you know? What works for me sometimes ain't going to work for the next person. What works for someone else ain't going to work for me sometimes, you know? We're all different.
Yep. And to be completely honest, I was struggling a little bit before this podcast and had to jump in the shower real quick and, you know, just kind of wash the bullshit away and recuperate for a second.
You struggle with depression?
A little bit, yep.
They diagnosed me years ago about with
Manic depression.
yeah, manic depression, the bipolar depression too, or whatever. And I'll tell you what, Bubba, if you want to know the truth, yeah, I think you've been probably feeling the same shit I've been feeling the last few days, because the last 3 days, it was hard for me to get out of bed, man. So, I hear you.
Hard to get out of bed, hard to go to work.
Hard to do the things that you need to do, man, but you know you have to keep pushing forward.
Absolutely. There's too many people watching.
That's that last song we just dropped, man. It's called Just a Bad Day. So anybody that ain't heard it, go check it out, y'all. It's we dropped it 3 weeks ago, and it's called Just a Bad Day, y'all. Go check it out.
Actually, let's get into it. Well, I got it. It's right here. Let's go.
All right. Our 10-year-old shot the music for us, brother.
The world is really testing me, stepping on my boundaries. The world is really stepping on my boundaries, trying to bring me all the way down, but that ain't gonna happen now. You never see me frown, 'cause it's not a bad life, it's just a bad day. It's not a bad life, it's just a bad day.
Woke up this morning, now I'm in a bad mood. Hearing the alarm clock ring, I hit snooze. I don't wanna get out of bed, but I have stuff I have to do. I gotta go to work, I got bills past due. Damn, know this life ain't gonna wait on me. No matter how hard it gets, nothing comes for free. I come from the bottom where I had to pay my fees. So dig deep in this life, 'cause there's no guarantees, no. Remember that it's not a bad life, just a bad day. Through the hurt, through the struggle, through the pain, keep on moving forward, let God lead your way. Hey.
The world is really testing me, stepping on my boundaries. The world is really stepping on my boundaries, trying to bring me all the way down, but that ain't gonna happen now. You never see me frown, 'cause it's not a bad life, it's just a bad day. It's not a bad life, it's just a bad day. Going through some things that I never knew were possible, living out my dreams, so sometimes I still feel miserable. One thing or another, will I ever catch a break? Only so much I can take, but it's just a bad day. When the morning sun rises, I have a smile on my face. We all belong, so keep your head up, everything will be okay. The world is really testing me, stepping on my boundaries. The world is really stepping on my boundaries, trying to bring me all the way down. But that ain't gonna happen now. You never see me frown. Cause it's not a bad life, it's just a bad day. It's not a bad life, it's just a bad day.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Shout out to our 10-year-old. He shot that music video for
Mama
us.
do food.
Hey, kids come in handy sometimes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He shot that one and Beautiful View, the one before that. And we try to teach him some angles, and now he's starting to get his own little angles and
He's
creating
like, hey,
it
let
in
me
his
do
own
this
mind.
or let me
And
do that.
yeah, and he's figuring it out and seeing his own vision, and it's pretty cool actually, watching him try to figure it out.
So I didn't get Beautiful Views.
That's all right.
But I have Don't Lie.
Okay.
There you
Okay. There you go. That one's good. That one's
So
good.
you want to give a little backstory on it before we jump into it?
So hang on. Whenever I want to go back to Just a Bad Day real quick.
Okay.
So anybody in this world, I know, like we were just talking about, everybody deals with something every day, depression, bipolar, whatever you deal with, whether it's just stress, anxiety, whatever you have in this world or whatever you deal with, just keep moving forward. No matter what, like we have them negative thoughts in our head, that pop up in our brain, that, just the negative thoughts that pop up into our head. We have to push them aside, and we have to keep moving forward in life. And remember that it may be a bad day, but it ain't a bad life. There's a lot of beautiful moments within everything that we get to go through in this world. So just keep that in mind. It can be a bad day, but don't make it a bad life.
Need to get you guys on here for men's mental health, or maybe just even you. Get you on here for Men's Mental Health Monday.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I'd like for her to be on there too, so she can talk about like what it's like living with somebody that has mental health issues. You know what I mean? Because
All about perspective.
I still work my day job, man, and my 9 to 5, and even my boss is one of my best friends that I grew up with. So when I have mental health days or even weeks, dude, he's right behind me and he supports me and he lets me know that it's okay. Just keep moving forward too, because he's a very strong mindset man too. And some of us, I know that sometimes I fail to be strong in my mind when I need to be the most, you know what I mean? And I think that's what causes even more of that mental health. That's kind of that right there can kind of lead into this next song, honestly.
Absolutely.
And it's called Don't Lie. And we built this next song because no matter who you ask in this world, you can be talking to your best friend, or you can be talking to your parent, or you can be talking to
the clerk at the gas station.
Yeah, at the gas station. You ask them, how are you? How's your day? And they always tell you,
I'm good. I'm fine.
Yep. They always tell you that. And we all know it's a lie. So at the end of the day, when we ask you how you're doing, you don't have to tell us you're fine just because that's what you tell everybody else, or that's because that's what everybody else does. If we need to take the time to listen to what you're going through, then we'll sit down and try to help you through that moment if we can.
I think, I'm 33 years old. And
I'm 32.
So, right around the same age. And I think at this point in my life, if I'm honestly having a bad day, because I'm going to go through the motion regardless if it's, I'm having a shitty day or not. Like, I still have to go through the motions. Like, I still got to do, the dad life, like, and the husband life, and
whatever it says, you still have to man up.
Yeah. Yep. And
I
think I'm to the point now where if somebody asks, like, how you doing? If I'm having a bad day, I'm just going to honestly tell you, like, I'm having a fucked up day. Like,
yeah,
there's
absolutely.
There's no sense of beating around the bush about it, because it makes you feel worse, honestly.
And some people truly do care.
They do. They want to know, well, is there anything I can do to help you? Do you need, you know what I mean? And I know a lot of us men, when we do have those bad days and someone wants to talk at that moment, it's hard for us to talk, and honestly, that's my wife, man. She's my best friend. We've been together 9 years. And at night, if whatever's bothered us through the day, we can sit down at night and we can just talk to each other and we communicate and understand that what we're going through. We may not understand the feelings that we're feeling, but we can understand what they're going through just by letting each other know, by communicating.
That's awesome, guys. That's really awesome because communication is key.
Absolutely.
My wife's sitting right there too. Shout out to her.
Shout out.
So let's get into it. Don't lie.
Next one. Don't lie.
Hey, how are you?
I'm all right.
No, you're not.
Don't lie. Don't tell me that you're fine. I can see the pain and the hurt inside. Don't lie, no, don't lie. Don't tell me that you're fine. I can see the pain and the hurt deep inside. Don't lie, no, don't lie.
I think we all lie when we're asked if we're fine. We can look each other in the eyes and know we lying. We can see the pain, we can see the hurt deep inside. Our biggest lies when we say that we're wrong, right? Truth be told, most of us just do what we have to do. We roll with the punches of this life, it don't matter if we lose. We pick ourselves up off the ground and dust ourselves off. We keep on traveling cause you can't stop the pain from a loss. So don't slip, no, don't trip. You better get a grip. Hold on to loved ones that got your back, the ones that watch your six. Remember the ones that were here before us, the ones that when we were growing up, they adored us. I love you, Granny, I love you, Lita, I guess that's how it goes. A ghost now but close is how I hold all your memories though. My feelings bottled up within another bottle. I'm an addict on full throttle. I don't know my problems, but I know I got them.
Don't lie. Don't tell me that you're fine. I can see the pain and the hurt inside. Don't lie, no, don't lie. Don't tell me that you're fine. I can see the pain and the hurt deep inside. Don't lie, no, don't lie. Woke up this morning but the bills ain't paid. Got a job but you're running late. When someone asks, you say you're fine, but I know that's a lie. Got a smile on your face and all these fancy things, but no one knows about the lead you have up to your brain. Barely holding on, trying to survive one day at a time. This kind of struggle ain't for the weak now, but we keep on going, gotta give it all you got. Cause I hurt and pain deep down will never stop. Don't get distracted by the gators while you try to clean the swamp. Don't lie, no, don't lie. Don't tell me that you're fine. I can see the pain and the hurt deep inside. Don't lie, no, don't lie. Don't lie, no, don't lie. Don't tell me that you're fine. I can see the pain and the hurt deep inside. Don't lie, no,
Shout out to
don't lie.
Misty, thank y'all for being in here with us. As I was sitting back listening to that one, man, we were like, I looked at my wife and I was like, sometimes I can't believe that like we write these songs, It's wild, bro. It really is.
Shout out to the viewers. Shout out to the chat.
Absolutely, yes. That's what I was saying. Shout out Zach, J-Bay, Misty, OZ. Thank you guys for just being here with us.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in here, joining us.
Yeah. Thank you, OZ. That's what I was looking at my wife, and it's just like sometimes as being an artist, man, when you're writing a song, you capture everything you're trying to say in that verse the right way, or in that chorus the right way. And we're only 3 years into writing music. We haven't been writing music for literally 3 years, and it's just to be able to, some of the songs you write as an artist, you're like, yeah, that one felt right. And that's one of those songs right there where we felt like we captured that one.
So I got another one loaded up.
All right. Which one you got now for us?
Rise Above? Is that it?
All right. With Hitman. Shout out Hitman, shout out Outlaw Nation. So can I tell a little story before we kick this one off?
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. 3 years ago, we dropped our first. It's about 3 years ago now. Yeah. We dropped our first music video on YouTube, and it was called Dark Broken Road, is what it's called. Our first one, and it had been out for about a week or two, and Eddie Robinson hit us up, and he called me on Messenger. And if you guys don't know who Eddie Robinson is, he's one of the producers and drummer for Outlaw Nation. He actually produced the song Welcome to My House by Jesse Howard and Newbury. So he gave us a call, and he told me who he was, and I instantly thought he was full of shit. I thought it was a scam. I thought the whole thing was a scam. And I quit messaging him. I didn't call him back or nothing like that. And I talked to my wife, and then I got on YouTube and I started searching Eddie E.R. Robinson, and
it was all over the place.
Man, it was all over Outlaw Nation's music videos. So at that point, I called Eddie back, and we got to talking, and he called me, and he's like, "Come out to Knob Noster." Shout out to Nasty Glass, Slap Nasty, all them. He said, "Come out to Knob Noster and meet all the guys, meet Outlaw Nation." And this was our first 6 months into the game, into music. And we're sitting there like, just our minds are blown, And so we show up and we meet Eddie. It's our first time getting to meet Eddie. And he introduces us to Hitman, your boy Dirty, New Breed, Jesse Howard, Nunrilla, all these guys that we had been listening to, you know what I mean? And looked up to. And Hitman actually, that trip, he took the time to acknowledge us and to talk with us and understand us on a different level. And that's when we asked him if we could build a song. And he said, yeah, no problem. So we built this song, and we sat on this song for over 2.5 years, man, just because we wanted to drop it in the right time. We kind of wanted to build our own base and our own structure through Missouri and through the Midwest without having a big name artist on there yet. So we gave it some time, and we built up our YouTube to 1,000 followers. We built up our Facebook over thousands of followers. We done all that, and then we decided to drop it. And man, shout out to Hitman and Outlaw Nation, because that song took off, man. Yeah. Shout out to Eddie E.R. Robinson for producing the perfect one right there. And shout out to Shot by Chance, because we paid him to come out, shoot that music video, man, and he done that music video. You know what I mean? Perfect. Yes.
Let's check it out, y'all.
Yeah.
I've been down this path for way too long, way too long, way too long. I've traveled backwards way too far, way too far, way too far. Had to pick myself up out that mud, out that mud, out that mud, so I could learn to rise above, rise above. I'm having to pick myself up out of that damn bullshit. I've traveled so far, but feel like I ain't moving. My feet been stuck in the mud for too long, so I've been losing. I got so comfortable with all the pain and the bruises. I'm having to cut some ties, I'm having to burn some bridges. I'm putting down the drugs because of all the consequences. It's time for me to start start making all the right decisions. It's up to me to stop dying and start living. I've traveled backwards way too far, way too far, way too far. And I pick myself up out that mud, out that mud, out that mud, so I could learn to rise above, rise above.
Mama raised a sinner, daddy raised an angel. Stuck in the middle, I was leaning towards hell. Done wrong on my own, I had to learn the hard way. There is no place like home, so I chose a different path. Gotta get up out the mud, gotta get my head straight. I'm gonna rise up, bro. Gotta get up out the mud, gotta get my head straight. I'm gonna rise up.
I've been down this path for way too long, way too long, way too long. I've traveled backwards way too far, way too far, way too far. And I pick myself up out that mud, out that mud, out that mud, so I could learn to rise above, rise above.
I've been getting it out the mud since I was knee-high. My eyes is bloodshot, cause I might be high. I've been down on my luck, but shit, that ain't gon' stop me. Even on the highway to hell, God's got me. I know the struggle like the backside of my hand. It's like the lyrics to a song from a band that I can't stand. If I take 2 steps forward, then it's 4 more back. I learned to rise above alone, cause I can pick up your slack. If you never cross the tracks, then don't tell me what to do. How to move, how to live, what I pick and how I choose. This is my life, my decisions, everything has consequences. You ain't never walked in my shoes, so you can't tell me different.
Down this path for way too long, way too long, way too long. I've traveled backwards way too far, way too far, way too far. And I pick myself up out that mud, out that mud, out that mud, so I could learn to rise above, rise above.
Completely off topic. That looks like an awesome place to fish.
Oh man, it is. So we went fishing and swimming the next day after that show. We took the kids down there by the waterfall, man, and it was beautiful out there. It's Stockton, Missouri. About
Kaplinger.
Yep, Kaplinger. It's about an hour and 30 minutes from us.
Yeah, it looked like a cool place to hang out.
That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah. Oh yeah. Go check out Beautiful View. That's where that's about an hour, about 45 minutes from us. And we actually, you can jump off the cliffs there, and there's a rope swing under the bridge. And then about 25, 30 minutes from us, there's another place called Jenkins. Same thing, man. We go floating. We like to float. We like to camp. We like to do all that type of stuff, man.
Well, I tell you what, since you guys keep talking about Beautiful View so much, I'm gonna get that video loaded up. But I have one more video already loaded up, and that's
Alrighty. Which one's that?
Up next.
Oh yeah, yes, absolutely. Keith Cash, shout out Keith Cash, the Missouri Monster. That was our first one together. We actually got another one coming. We just got to shoot the video for it.
Looking forward to seeing it. Let's get it, y'all.
People like to talk shit, people wanna hate. We up next though, and it feels great. We come from the mold, that's the show me state. We're always on the grind, we don't fucking wait. People like to talk shit, people wanna hate. We up next though, and it feels great. We come from the mold, that's the show me state. We're always on the grind, we don't fucking wait. There ain't no stop, there ain't no waiting. I'm impatient, so I'm going to get what's mine for the taking. It don't matter where I'm at, no, I'm steadily grinding, stacking up my cheddar, eating up that fucking bacon.
state to state like we're on vacation. Hit every place in the U.S. nation. GPS leads me to my destination. Hard work, persistence always leads to dedication. Better speed up, cause this train left the station. Better get off the rails, cause we live crazy. We ain't stopping, we ain't slowing down. Now we set the pace, made a name for ourselves. Now we're in a race. People like to talk shit, people wanna hate. We up next door, and it feels great. We come from the mold, that's the show me state. We're always on the grind, we don't fucking wait. People like to talk shit, people wanna hate. We up next door, and it feels great. We come from the mold, that's the show me state. We're always on the grind, we don't fucking wait.
Baby, you and I are unstoppable. In unity with you, anything is possible. We wrote a declaration all on our own. Mark it with a stamp. We found our destiny and we belong. Headed to the moon, hit it like a rocket. Gonna make it to the top, ain't no one gonna stop us. Making moves, making cash, yeah, we're paving our path. People said we couldn't have, and there ain't no looking back.
People like to talk shit, people wanna hate. We up next door, and it feels great. We come from the mold, that's the show me state. We're always on the grind, we don't fucking wait. People like to talk shit, people wanna hate. We up next door, and it feels great. We come from the mold, that's the show me state. We're always on the grind, we don't fucking wait.
I'm on my way to the top, let's go. I cross state lines, I'm back on the road. Ain't no telling what I might do next. Hillbilly backwoods, I'm a redneck. I ain't gon' quit, I'm way too hungry. You got hate in your blood, get the fuck from around me. Yeah, we coming straight out of the show me stage. More, love, no hate. Truth be told, I'm a killer. I murder every beat I get on, I'm a grave digger. I don't give a fuck about a hater, hell no. I'm getting to the money right now, yeehaw.
People like to talk shit, people wanna hate. We up next door, and it feels great. We come from the mold, that's the show me state. We're always on the grind, we don't fucking wait. People like to talk shit, people wanna hate. We up next door, and it feels great. We come from the mold, that's the show me state. We're always on the grind, we don't fucking wait.
Break bread. That's right, Misty.
Hey, that was a banger.
Shout out Keith Cash, man. We were talking on the phone the night I wrote that chorus. We were talking on the phone, and it was like 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. And we were just talking about trying to break our way into the game and into the music industry, and how sometimes you just got to kick that door open and not ask nicely. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, we're here and we're coming. You know what I mean? So
right.
Like literally after we got off the phone, boom, I wrote that chorus, and my wife woke up and I was like, hey, you got a verse to write. And I sent it to Keith the next morning, and I'm like, hey bro, you got a verse to write. And so that's what we did.
Awesome.
Yeah, hey, shout out to the chat for real. Misty, thank you. I seen in here, OZ. I'd like to talk to you, man. Send me a message or something sometime. And he was talking about don't lie, you know. So that one really vibed with him. He caught that one. So thank you guys for being in here and listening and being able to relate with us and understand us. Thank you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to the viewers. Shout out to the chat. Appreciate y'all for coming in, joining us, checking out some good music, checking out some, some good artists, meeting some good people.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Also, with that last song with Keith Cash, y'all, we're gonna be in Omaha, Nebraska, April 25th. That's Friday, April 25th. We're gonna be in Omaha, Nebraska. So check out our page. Check out Keith Cash's page. We're also going to be that next night. We're going to be in Topeka, Kansas. So that's April 26th. We're going to be in Topeka, Kansas, y'all, at the Artismo Bistro and Gallery. So y'all come out, check out our pages. Y'all will see the event pages and the flyers. Come on out and come see us if you're in that area.
Y'all know what to do.
Yep.
So let's check out this beautiful view.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This one is shot by our 10-year-old as well, right out there in Shell Knob, Missouri.
Let's get it, y'all.
beautiful view. When I'm with you, girl, I feel that's all that matters. You keep me together, hold me tight and keep me from shattering. You've held me down when I was trying to drift away. Your love has shown me that it can be stronger than the pain. I'm not an easy person to fall in love with, hell nah. We all know it, that's the damn truth. But for some reason you fell in love with all my broken. You never judged me, not my deepest, darkest secrets, ooh. Cause I've done some real bad shit. And baby girl, you've had my back through all of it. Even though I put you through enough bullshit to push you far away, but you've never changed, no. You've proven to me that you're here to stay. Your love's 100 proof, baby, that's all I really need. Plus that shot of whiskey in that big old bag of weed. So let's just lean back and enjoy this whole scene.
Let me lean back, let me hold your hand. It's a better view when I'm with you.
Let me lean back, let me hold your hand. Cause it's a better view when I'm with you. I can see the stars and I can see the moon when I'm with you. Ooh, it's a beautiful view. I remember the first time that I seen you. Our eyes met and I drifted off in them deep blues. You had me hooked deeper than them drugs I was addicted to. I buy you and our buddies a case of cold brews. And that was it, yeah, that's all she fucking wrote. We've been on one hell of a roller coaster ride though. 4 more kids, 8 more years down the road. We've built a lifetime together with a lifetime to go. I appreciate you more than you even know. You took a broken man and grew a light in his dark soul. I'll never be as good as you and everyone already knows. I'm the silver, baby, and you're the gold.
Let me lean back, let me hold your hand. It's a better view when I'm with you.
Let me lean back, let me hold your hand. Cause it's a better view when I'm with you. I can see the stars and I can see the moon when I'm with you. Ooh, it's a beautiful view.
Table Rock Lake, Cheltenham, Missouri. Beautiful out there.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
That was the perfect place for us to shoot that song. We were gonna put it out there on the cliffs and put it out there with the bridge where we grew up jumping off the cliffs and all that. So,
Man, just little short story. I work construction and I work for my father-in-law.
okay.
And one of his, I don't know why, because he's from Florida, but he always says, like, if somebody's arguing a point with him, he's going, I'm from Missouri, you're going to have to show me.
Yep, absolutely.
And
right.
I don't, like, I don't know where he got it from, but I was like, you're from Florida, though. Like,
You're from Florida.
That's funny. That's why, I mean, shit, that's why I put it in, I guess every artist from Missouri says that, you know what I mean? We're from the show me state, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Show us,
Yeah.
You got to show us.
Yeah.
What I meant to ask you too, Bubba, what part of Ohio are you from?
So I'm in Zanesville, Ohio. I'm like,
How far is that from Dayton?
oh shit, about 2 hours.
I've got family in Dayton. Yeah. That's where my grandma's from. Yep.
I do believe so. All right, so I'm an hour from Columbus, and I'm pretty sure Dayton's like an hour from Columbus. Like
Okay.
on the other,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
I'm on the east side of Columbus. Yeah.
We performed we went there last year and we performed with Rich Regal. We were in Chillicothe one night, but we were in Fairborn the other night. And we've had Elvis 300 out there, and Big Buck Beezy's birthday bash was out there, and then of course, Parker Boy and J Baby were there. Odd Job, Sloosh. So there's a bunch of good people out there.
Shout out to Odd Job. He's been on here a couple times. Appreciate him.
Yes, Odd Job's good people, man. Him and his wife Jessica, good people. They came out to Missouri last year. We brought him out to Missouri last September, and he rocked out the stage out here and got to meet some of my people from out here and stuff. So shout out to Odd Job.
Yeah, he's a good dude. And Elvis 300, I've been watching him on like Facebook and YouTube for a while now. And
yeah, TikTok.
Yeah, well, I have TikTok, but I don't run it. I don't get on it. I stay off of it.
Dude blew up on that TikTok, man. I'm telling you. He went viral on TikTok with that minimum wages and then the remix from Yellow Wolf, Pop the Trunk.
That's the one that I kept seeing all the time. Was the Pop the Trunk remix and
Yellow Wolf's nephew.
Yeah. He's actually really good. He's really good people, man. So Middle of the Maps promotion is one of my buddies, Levi Doyle. He brought out Elvis and he just done another 3-day run with him. So he's worked with him a few different times, and Elvis is really good people, man. He shows up, does the work he's paid to do, man. He hangs out with everybody. He don't backdoor people, you know what I mean? He comes out there and hangs out with people and gets to know them. He's good people.
Sounds like a solid dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out Elvis 300.
Yeah, so I mean, if you see this, let's get you on here, man.
I'll shoot him a message. I'll see if I can get him on this.
Hell yeah. That'd be dope. That'd be super dope.
Yeah, I'll shoot him a message. He's good people, man. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
I'm, trying to get in the works of trying to get Keith on here too. So.
Yeah, I'll talk with Keith as well. There's Just F and Dirty right there. There's another one that you could talk to. Dirty, Just F and Dirty. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's another country rapper from down here, man. He's good, man. He's good.
Hey, hit me up. Moderator, if you're in here, drop the link, the email for the link so people can, send in music and I can check it out and I can get a hold of you guys.
Yep, absolutely.
And that goes for anybody, not just any, one person in particular. That, if you're trying to get heard, you're trying to get out there, hit me up.
You hear that, artist? All y'all send him your music. Send Doobie your music and see if he can get you in here in High Country. Get you up here and talk about your story and where you come from and why you make music and what you're about.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get you in here. Let's get you heard, because if they don't know, they will.
Exactly.
They will. Man, it's been a fun one.
Yes,
I appreciate y'all for coming on here.
Let's link up and do this again sometime, and maybe towards the end of the year, and try to see about what we've been through at the end of the year. You know what I mean, and the new things we've done, and the new people we've got to meet, and the places we've got to see. So,
yeah, that'd be super cool.
Let's go ahead and we'll talk back. We'll talk on Facebook or whatever. We can give each other a call and try to set something up, and that way we can get it promoted for, a month out, couple months out, and try to make it even bigger next time.
Hell yeah. Well,
I'm gonna start sending people your way as well, and have them sending them some music to you, and I'll talk with Keith and I'll talk with Elvis, and we'll see what we can do, man.
Awesome. Well, if you stick around for a minute after I close this out, then we can chat for a second.
Yep, let's do that then.
All right. Well, you High Country mother truckers, I appreciate y'all for coming in, watching the video, joining the Hicks, learning about their songs, checking it all out. man, go run them numbers up. Go follow them. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all platforms, right?
Yep,
Yes, sir.
absolutely.
Yeah,
We
so
We appreciate everybody that showed up in the chat tonight too and
Yes,
talked with us. Thank y'all.
absolutely.
Thank you, Doobie. We appreciate you. Go follow us on all platforms, the Hicks.
run them numbers up, guys. You high country mother truckers, it's been a wild one. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna close
See you
this
later.
out.
Much love.
Have a good week.